What a putrid offering. Don't fight. You have been chosen. Behold. Everything has already been written. But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
I hate whiskey. I wonder why I still take these things. Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares. A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy. Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. I should get rid of all this stuff. I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again. files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, are you still...
I'm coming!
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it. A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Darkwater? Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right. I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice. Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there. Lost Battalion. Holding your position and obeying. I used to be an avid reader. The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases. Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
almost there. Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Let the police do their work. Hey, Sullivan.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters! You're crazy!
They're cops. They can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
Hey, be careful. Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
That guy was looking for trouble. So choose your camp if you don't want the same treatment.
Hey, buddy, I don't want any trouble.
So serve me a drink.
Just to make things clear, only regulars can run up and tab. Others pay.
In a dead fall town, drinking all strong beer. I had the wing of the girl.
The Stranded Whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of Darkwater, when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
Drinking all strong beer. I had the wing of the girly boy. leave old Queensland, icy grounds, for not a right wells there is no. And the weather is rough, and the winds do blow, and there's little comfort here. I'd sooner be snug in a dead-fall tub, a-drinking of strong beer. If I had the wing of the girly boys, I would by the men fly home. I'd leave old Queensland's icy grounds, for not a right wells there is no. And the weather is rough, and the winds do blow, and there's little comfort here. I'd sooner be snug in a dead-fall tub, a-drinking of strong beer. If I had the wing of the girly boys, I would by the men fly home. I'd leave old Queensland's icy grounds, for not a right wells there is no. And the weather is rough, and the winds do blow, and there's little comfort here. I'd sooner be snug in a dead-fall tub, a-drinking of strong beer. If I had the wing of the girly boys, I would by the men fly home. I'd leave old Queensland's icy grounds, for not a right wells there is. And the weather is rough, and the winds do blow, and there's little.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
If I had the wing of the girly boys, I would by the men fly home. I'd leave old Queensland's icy grounds.
Раз, два, три, раз, два, три, раз, два, три, раз. Меня даже слышно, ничего себе.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Torture?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable?
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
Наливай давай.
That'll be all for now.
Мы китобои на луне.
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens.
We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island. That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still...
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch. Exactly.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
It's a local legend.
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
Какие ваши
We're the
доказательства?
proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report.
What report?
The one that's framed right behind you. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
И оно было вкусным.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Короче, всё
Good night,
перехерачили, поэтому
stranger.
ничего и нету.
So long.
Пока, пока. Поговорить с Фицером. Кто это такая?
What you looking at, stranger?
Таинственная женщина. Эй, чужак.
I've rarely seen a woman who can hold her liquor so confidently.
What gives you the right to judge me?
It was a compliment.
So what? Let me drink, stranger.
Серьезно, полистал бухану, не даст, подлец. Даже там еще что-то было.
I told you to beat it.
Не дает. Так, с кем я не говорил? Пинчуга. Плюнул в меня.
The miraculous catch.
Чудесный
Apparently,
улов.
the most significant event of the last 80 years.
Дается слот. Так, ты кто такой?
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering.
Мы китобои на
Will
луне.
follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader.
You again. What can I get you?
Заказать выпивку.
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
You want a drink?
Да, Дэнди Стрим, Артурич.
I wouldn't say no to a glass.
Try this.
Привет, привет. Меня, наверное, слышно плохо, но думаю, что слышно. Тебе как, Лавкрафт нравится, нет? Книжки читал?
I think we'll get along well. Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you,
Где
I
моя
wouldn't hang
моделька?
around
Какая
there.
моделька? У нас ни модеров,
Why
ни
not?
донатов, ничего нет.
First off, there are
Антистрим.
rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams?
And that's not all.
Будешь хорошо себя
There's the
вести,
fate
дадим
of its
тебе в
owners
подполье
and all the
модерку.
superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
Значит, потом он ничего не сказал. Ну да, Краус, что там? Что ты там чешешь? Красавец, честно. Да не хочу это узнавать, блядь. Что у меня там в задачах-то?
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
You want a drink?
Same again, please.
Here you
Да,
go.
он вообще пьянеет, интересно или нет?
That's no moonshine.
Это не
You can
самогон,
say that
конечно.
again. House recipe.
That'll be all for now.
Чё это? С Фицроем, бля, где этого Фицроя искать-то? А, типа закрыто, я понял. Никого нету. Разговаривать не хочет. Бармен не Фицрой явно. Кто такой? Пинчуга. Кто такой?
That's it. Maybe we should let him take it.
Элджернон Дрейк тоже не хочет никакой со мной
No,
говорить.
the risks are too high. It's a book, after all.
Что написано?
Prohibition is just a joke around. That suits me fine.
Мы китобои на луне. Идите в бар, поговорите с Брэдли, поговорите с Фицроем, таким пильс. Ну вот выбор, ну, сейчас найдем кого-то.
There's nothing to sort out. Your chum.
There's nothing for you here either. Beat it.
Бесит, что делать проваливать.
You can stay to watch if you want. You can pick up the
There's
pieces.
nothing for you here either.
Come on, you bastard.
Beat
Понятно,
it.
короче, подворот
See what a
нельзя.
true sailor's got in his belly.
Мы китобои на луне. Чё ко мне эта песня привязалась с Футурама? А?
The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor. A souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess this blackboard hasn't been wiped for more than 70 years. Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover.
Ну-ка, это что такое? Сортир, ёптать.
Broken. This place seems half abandoned.
Почти заброшено.
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say
Условия
about
нашего
this
соглашения
woman cat.
однозначны. Держите своих людей под контролем, не задирайте нас. Мы вам не по зубам, не утверждайте себя об этом на это сообщение. Просто заплатите курьеру. Кэт, это не дочь его, блин? Ее что ж вроде Кэт-то звали?
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
Где передо мной-то? Хера не понял.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them. A souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess this blackboard hasn't been wiped for more than 70 years. Broken. This place seems half abandoned.
Надо с ним поговорить, что еще надо. А, он зовет меня на корабль, типа, сходить. Опаньки.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins. What a macabre souvenir.
Нога, блядь. Протез точнее.
A souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess this blackboard hasn't been...
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I know that Charles Hawkins was descended from a family of ship owners, and the island's fishing industry was hit badly.
Indeed, we specialized in whaling, but no whalers went out to sea after the miraculous catch of 1847.
So where did the Hawkins family get its money?
Well, from what Charles inherited, I presume. Although, these dates on the manifests could indicate that he had contracts of another kind.
With whom, I wonder? I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Блин, такая вязкая прям.
Oh yeah, he's gonna get us into trouble.
Ты кто еще такой? Надо на склад идти, нихера, время терять.
You could tell me. Who's this guy?
No idea. You better keep it shut. What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's going to be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
So, who are you?
Are you stupid or are you doing it on purpose?
Everybody knows us on Darkwater.
I've just arrived.
Let's just say we're standing guard for the owner of the site. And we let no one enter her property.
What are you guarding, exactly?
Listen, bonehead, we already told you that we're guarding our boss's turf.
I bid you gentlemen farewell.
Вот уголовок, блядь. Хуй знает, куда идти. Ну-ка, лачуга.
Damnation. I broke it. It's no use. The padlock won't give.
Блядь, я ведь качал узлом.
It's no use. The padlock won't give.
Блин, что запрыгнуть нельзя, что ли? Да ёпта, это смешно. Ты что за хер? Понятно.
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
I respect your beliefs.
Our beliefs? You mean you don't believe in God?
That's irrelevant.
That's what you think.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to Darkwater?
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do.
St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here.
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
So we drink.
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
This Cat you mentioned. Is she their boss?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
I have an offer that could interest you.
We're listening.
I need you to keep them busy for a while.
You send us to take the punishment while you go quietly about your business? What's in it for us?
What would convince you to help me?
There's only one thing that'll get us to move.
For sure. Bring us something to drink and we'll take care of the bootleggers.
Liquor?
Exactly.
I'll try to find some for you.
Ой, а куда мне надо? В бар, наверное, идти. Ты кто такой?
Where do you think you're going?
Who are these others so interested in the warehouse?
And why would I tell you?
You and I are on the same side of the law.
Oh, yeah?
You don't want to know the truth behind this case.
Are you saying our work was not up to snuff? Forget it.
I'm not here to hinder your work, officer. Edward Pierce, private detective.
Sorry, we're all a little on edge today. What are you doing here?
I'm investigating the death of the Hawkins family.
Darn it. Why do you want to drag up all that stuff again?
My investigation has led me to this warehouse.
That case was closed months ago.
Thank you for your valuable help.
Okay, sir.
Бесценная, блядь, помощь. Давай, бегом, 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 бегом за бухлом. Танечка, собака ногу отгрызает, что делать? Думаешь, это к супу?
You again. What can I get you?
Опять я. Заказать выпивку.
Let's say I want to buy a bottle from you.
Choice is yours. Everything's on sale.
How much for a bottle of whiskey?
$5.
I guess I'm not desperate.
I'm not judging you.
That'll be all for now.
Ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой. Ария. Бля, че, чуханы свалили, что ли, отсюда? Ты кто такой?
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. If you want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you. I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
I shall take my leave.
Зачем ты сел-то, господи, как будто отсосать ему захотел. Найдите скрытые предметы. На вопрос придется рассказать скрытый предмет на большом расстоянии.
It looks like there's a way in under this grate.
Блять, а еще что тут есть? А? 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 Вот даже как.
I could use this old winch to lift the grating.
Что он сказал? Где-то должен же быть ключ. Прыгать нельзя. Нет, да? Нельзя ее снять-то.
A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil. A ratchet device. Exactly what I need.
Как раз то, что нужно. Прекрасно. Теперь-то что? Блядь, не понимаю ни хера. Ну, по-хорошему штука, наверное. Всего лишь часть. Ну да.
This handle will be perfect for the winch.
Бля, дичь какая-то. Ну и что еще-то надо? Что еще искать, блядь? Ручка есть, все есть. Да бля. Лезь давай. Ну ёпта. Бля, значит, ты проебал 100%. Че проебал? Блять, да нет тут больше ничего. Хер с ним, надо идти в искали отдавать. Иначе зрение тут есть, блядь. если перепрыгнуть? А он прыгать-то он не дает ни хера. Нет, ну все, обошел. Ящики нет, ничего, блядь. Ящики нет. Короче, только пинчугом вискарь нести, больше нихуя не остается.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble.
So, have you got what we asked you for?
Here.
Now, sit back and enjoy our performance. Follow me.
Следуй за мной.
Cheers, you jackass.
I don't feel well.
Hey, where are you going?
I hope for your sake that I didn't hear.
No, it's not what you think. It's just
И это правильно. Так. Что за хуйня? А что тут?
Let's see. Perfect. Oh, this place stinks. What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case? Can't sleep. I know how that feels. Le Petit Parisien. Who might keep a news clipping about Sarah Hawkins? It smells as bad as it looks. Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this? What happened here?
Ну, кулаком пиздану, понятно. Так, что еще?
What is this picture of Charles and Sarah Hawkins doing here?
Жал с фоткой, хулиганил, видимо.
Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings?
Вась, привет. Короче, лежал тут с ее фоткой, прелюбодействовал, решил ее убить, блядь, как отсюда выйти.
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! The Hawkins case has been wound up. Let the dead rest in peace.
You seem like a competent officer. We should help each other.
You're trying to manipulate me, Mr. Pierce. I hate to be taken for a fool.
All right, Inspector Lestrade. Let me take a more direct approach. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it.
It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene? Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
Who the hell are you? What were you doing on my turf? I've got my eye on you. We'll meet again.
Is it far, this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
А их куда собрал? Не хочешь стоять на берегу?
Well, here we are, Hawkins Mansion. The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
Oh, сейчас может быть.
He's clearly not doing any gardening.
You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. Day of the fire, he lost his whole family, so he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way, he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
Наверх, конечно, все залучено.
I don't believe the fire is the only reason this house is in such a state.
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations would probably date from the arrival of the first settlers.
It's got nothing to do with Charles Hawkins' debts.
Ha! You've already begun to nose around, it would seem. So, since you already know it, the Hawkins family couldn't afford the upkeep of this house. It remains to be seen what they did with all their money. I wager it was Charles Hawkins' travels. Let's go up there. Unless you still have questions.
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
Why not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
Замок графа от Дракулы прям. Что за хуйня? Лампу не взять.
Poor kid.
Блядь, дети мертвые.
Charles Hawkins' grave. Who could have done this?
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
Let's go to the mansion.
Please give me a minute. I didn't expect to set foot back here after the burial. What kind of deranged individual would defile this sanctuary?
Вася. Конечно, Вася. Ну, кто его не знает?
This entrance is still in use.
Whoa!
Whoa!
You were trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. Let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
You haven't forgiven yourself. You stay here to honor the memory of the deceased.
That's true. I want no more violence. No more tragedy.
It's painful to be the last one left.
You don't know how right you are. Understood. I'm listening.
The police report describes a domestic accident, but Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
No, I can't let you in. The mansion isn't safe.
That's why you barricaded the entrance?
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked, and I make sure it stays that way.
No one lives in the mansion, and you don't take care of it anymore. If you have a good reason to be here, I'm listening.
There's vermin. I keep an eye out.
Vermin?
Yeah, that's it, vermin.
Right. This is what we're going to do. I go inside, and I promise that I'll hunt vermin. Okay with you?
I'm not sure.
If there's nothing else to fear, you can give me that key.
Right. Take the key and do what you have to do. Go on, then. Just to get rid of you.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
Pierce, shall we enter? Now that you finish your fun and games with Silas, we can perhaps inspect the mansion.
You're right. Let's go.
What now?
Let's take a look inside.
I'm with you.
Нахер я его вообще брал, если он ни хера не делает? Особняк Хокинсов, глава 3.
Follow me. I know the place.
Да погоди ты,
Who left this light on?
The Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me?
Что-то и нет ни хера. Где случился пожар?
What kind of meat is this?
Да хер с ним, мясо и мясо, бля.
This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins.
Чарльз Хокинс. Ну, хорошо.
The boy was probably here. Smashed his plate on the floor. Sarah Hawkins' plate. Why did she leave it untouched? Something happened at this table. An argument?
Hey, Pierce. Daydreaming again?
Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door.
Ну окей, пошли туда. Походу сжёг ее муженек. И малого прикопал.
Silas managed to bring the fire under control.
Let's see if I can find something the cops missed.
Давай смотрим.
The child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others?
А малый тоже сгорел. Не факт.
Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker? They had a fight. Why?
Потому что они не дрались, откуда ты знаешь.
Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How?
Что еще должно быть что-то? Второй-то кто получается тогда?
If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn? Did it stop at the time of the fire?
Зажигалку не дает включить.
Did someone escape the fire? Blood. This lamp was thrown. This was no accident. This was a fight. Someone fell here. A desperate attempt to flee. And the boy.
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
I think that some of your colleagues should turn in their badges. This room is bursting with evidence that seriously contradicts the official inquiry.
Well, of course, Mr. Holmes. Like what?
I can tell where young Simon was, but not his parents. Where were their bodies found?
I can't help you on that one. Charles and Sarah's bodies had already been carried away when I got here.
Without your authorization? By whom?
Marshall, Andrews, Chief West. We never deal with cases like that, you know. So... well...
I suspect this lamp caused the fire.
That's what the investigation suggested, too.
But does your report mention the bloodstains? The lamp didn't fall, it was thrown at someone.
For heaven's sakes, no. The report doesn't mention that.
It would seem at least one person fled the crime scene.
What'd you say?
That mark on the door. Someone's hand slid down there. The left side has no mark. The door was open and that someone left.
For God's sake. I mean, if it's Charles or Sarah, they wouldn't have left their son.
They would rather die in the flames as a family instead of calling for help? I don't buy it.
Oh, yeah?
I found a bottle of whiskey. Empty.
Well, that must have been a loss for you.
No glass. I suspect one of them drank heavily to calm down. Charles, most probably.
That's pretty thin. Who says that bottle hadn't been there for a while?
I was under the impression the fire started around midnight.
Yes, Silas banged on our door around 1 a.m. Poor devil ran so hard he was almost belching his lungs out.
This clock burned before 10 p.m.
That's impossible. What you imply? Silas never would have hurt the Hawkins family. Besides, Dr. Fuller confirmed the hour of death in his report. Your
Прекрасно, у меня сел джойстик. Ой.
Ark must have already have stopped.
Dr. Fuller?
A brilliant surgeon and a friend of the family. I'm sure he took the matter to heart. So, excuse me if I value his opinion over yours.
So be it. Let's move on.
Это не несчастный
I firmly
случай.
believe this fire was more than just an accident.
What's your theory?
Под прямо круг, скорее всего.
I suspect a crime of passion.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
Сейчас только с топором придет. Ну и что тут у нас?
I just ask that you don't disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing...
Какие неприятности, констебль, мы расследуем. Медицина, прогресс. А тут книжки качают, я понял.
These bandages are covered in dried blood. But whose?
Когда уже будет Ктулху? Пизду, я пойду на второй этаж. Хер там.
An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, dated 1818.
Мэри Шелли.
Moby Dick, Melville's classic. The epic battle between man and whale. Mandatory read. This piano is in disrepair. Looks like the Hawkins kept it more for decoration than for music.
Слава богу, что не работает.
What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well, not much, to be honest. We all assumed the Hawkins lived on Charles's inheritance. If you're right, we should be able to find clues among the Hawkins' personal effects.
Ну, вот на второй этаж можно.
"20,000 Leagues Under the Sea." Another story about the mysteries of the deep.
Тысячелетия.
A book on hunting whales, the island's staple diet last century. What could Sarah have done to make this person threaten to call the police?
Все-таки она была сумасшедшая. Наверное, из-за этого он ее пригрохнул. Мало такой жалко. Колесо. Куда? Опаньки, тайное место какое-то. А ну, покажись.
What will her room reveal about her?
Это ее комната.
Perfect.
Да, конечно, блядь, взлом надо было качать сразу.
Barbiturates. Sarah Hawkins must have been extremely agitated resorting to such a treatment.
Хера тут. Во, началось. Ну-ка.
Was Sarah Hawkins interested in the occult? What was she trying to achieve? Sarah Hawkins' agent was getting worried. Seems she wasn't giving any signs of life.
Еще какой-то хмырь, блядь, картины ворыжил. Ну-ка, открывайся. Что не получается ни хера.
This ledger lists all of the paintings Sarah Hawkins sold. It seems the last one was given for free to a Francis Sanders. I wonder why. Despite what happened, they seem to have loved each other.
То есть муженёка я все-таки любил.
Locked.
Блять, выбить, значит.
Locked.
Bradley? Is that you?
Напугал, сука. Вот он. Пойдем посмотрим на студию. Что-то я запутался. Погоди, мы вышли, получается. А тут соседняя дверь.
Is anyone there?
Похоже, в доме кто-то живет. А ты вообще ни одной книги Лавкрафт не читал? Лавкрафт.
You!
Давай,
Stop!
пизды, ну-ка. Похоже, констебль переоделся.
Bradley, did you see which way he went?
Who? I didn't see anyone. I just heard some noise. Are you all right?
A man was hiding on the upper level. He ran when he saw me. He can't be far.
This door is blocked from the outside.
А это, видимо, та дверь, которую он забил.
The lyrics of the drunken sailor. A sea shanty.
Подожди, констебль, тут что-то, блядь, мигало, по-моему, нет.
I'll cut.
А, понял.
This door was closed earlier.
Раньше дверь была закрыта, но... Стоп, нет, это место пожарное, да?
Where did he go?
As if the bookcase has been moved several times.
Do you really think
The Scylla.
came in here?
It's the boat that
I
was
don't see
stranded
any
at the
way out.
entrance to the harbor. This panel is movable. Cogwheels. They must be linked to an opening mechanism. Probably a secret passage. I must find a way to activate the opening mechanism.
I'd be better off not touching them.
Давай еще.
Great. I managed to force the gears. Looks like I've triggered something.
Well done, Pierce.
Что на столе?
It looks like an old seaway map. Clearly, Charles Hawkins knew Captain Fitzroy very well. I wonder who the man with the glasses is in the photograph. Probably another friend of Hawkins.
Открывай давай. Смерть оккультистам. Пещерка. Бля, очень долгий загруз, какие-то неестественные прям.
Secret passage under the manor. It's like a detective novel. That guy must have already gotten far.
Yeah. And he had a direct means of entry.
3 seats.
Ну какой сам сядешь?
Did Charles Hawkins use this place? Who were the others? What is this mask supposed to represent? Did Charles Hawkins hide something in this chest?
Хера непонятно, что еще есть. Но нельзя. Бля, с кем-то нельзя, ни хера не пойму. А, вот что-то.
This piece of cloth is unmistakably from a dress. Was Sarah Hawkins here?
Короче, оккультисты их прилетели, блядь. Бля, что нельзя в сундук-то посмотреть?
This symbol. What does it mean?
Хуйня какая-то. Вообще ничего не растет. Ну что ты встал-то, пойдем.
Of course.
And something tells me that the key is climbing these steps.
А вон они уже ходят
There's
там.
tunnels all over this island. Given the size of this cave, there's gotta be other entrances.
The passage continues further down. Might as well start with that.
I ain't gonna squeeze in there. I'll find another way. If possible, I prefer not to ruin my uniform.
Fine, fine. Go look for another entrance. I'll try my luck down below.
Все, кончай пиздеть. Понятно. Херак, я спрыгнул. Туши лампу. А это вот эта дверь. Вася.
Time has weakened these structures. I don't have time to search them all.
Ищи давай. Дьявольский огонь.
What's going on here?
Но он служитель культа, блядь, камня.
Keep your voice down. We're not alone.
Good God. What have you got me into?
We'll see.
Что вы меня
I'll go
втянули?
on. Try to go down on your side.
Пистолетик достань хоть.
There's a passage. I'll meet you at the bottom.
Ну, может, не зря взял. Хотя наверняка какой-нибудь ствол нашелся бы, блядь. А, вот здесь проход. Алтарь какой-то. Что это? Я сам, что ли? Тут игре конец.
I got it. Oh, I can't breathe. What's happening? No, damn it! I must find a way out of here.
Присесть там, например.
No, damn it! I must find a way out of here.
Is it my turn? Yes. It is time. You will soon be one of us, if your body and mind are ready.
I dream of it every night. I have constant visions. I am ready.
Good enough. Prove it to us.
It's like in my dream. It seems to have been used recently. Probably some sort of ritual.
Ну правильно, возьмем. Так, больше ничего нет. Пошли дальше. Книга.
I can't read Latin.
Я пока не умею читать на латыни. Обретем прогресс. Ну-ка. 15, блядь. Очков больше нету, да? Фигня, может прокачается даже. Танечка, мы вступили в войну с культом. А, с тобой. Сам с собой. А что я уже старый? Могу бормотать себе под нос, сколько хочу. Ну да, микрофон-то в любом случае включен. Болтай не хочу. Как ты думаешь, мы победим культ? Да, сейчас только выйти, блядь, отсюда оба. Подожди, ага. Да, в норе кто живет у нас? Крот? Ну, в норке он живет, не в норе, наверное.
Вон, видишь, крота несет уже.
Где? А что нарисовано? Какая-то палка, блин, Ну, какой-нибудь пистолетик хоть бы был, да? Или авто? Ну, есть, конечно. Кто вывалил пистолет? Здесь там что должно быть? Нет? 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 Хера нет. О, подожди. Мы, наверное, еще в лодке будем плавать. Хуже прыгать не умеет. Не люблю ту игру, в которой нельзя прыгать. Кто не умеет? Скалили? Так, вот оккультисты, подожди. Наверное, они втянут меня в какую-то оргию. Только здесь почему-то одни мужики, я не хочу в этой оргии участвовать.
Я Cthulhu Nithsiha.
Я Ктулху Нитхсиха Фратган. Точно, Ктулху.
Grant him your flesh and accept his, so that his body and yours.
Поэтому называется Call of Cthulhu. Да.
Падк Cthulhu Bithinkol.
Я с тобой схожу, давай поузнем.
Grant him your mind.
А здесь сядем в кусте, пусть они болтают.
So that his mind and yours
Yeloig Padk Cthulhu Loigna.
grant him your dreams and accept his, so that the paths of your souls finally intertwine. Let his soul guide you to us, just as your dreams guided it to you. Let your dreamers open the way, so that the day finally comes when you will awaken.
Это прекрасно. Блин, идти не идти, может меня завалят сейчас. Херня полная. Мне кажется, конец какой-нибудь головы, наверное, еще выйдешь, блядь. А, блядь, лампочку подзаправил.
I'll take a look.
Ходи, дурак.
I feel him.
Shh. You are gifted indeed. Not another word. Let him pass through every part of you.
Here! There's somebody here!
We pray for your return into the kingdom of the earth.
No. Как-то быстро он на пизду. Ты мне хоть пистолет нахуй дали бы, что ли.
I feel him.
You are gifted indeed. Not another word. Let him pass through every part of you. Bring me more sacred flesh, sleep. We pray for your return into the kingdom of the earth.
Dead? This ritual killed him. Where's the sense in that?
We are ready for the ceremony. What about your protege?
His awakening is complete. He will join you shortly.
Вариант наверх подняться.
Ishtelbaz Natulu, Lenayaf, Kli Nochschlag Rele, Gorkanira, Sigov, Venia Bedach, Nikif, Krishtelbaz Natulu, Lenayaf, Kli Nochschlag Rele, Gorkanira, Sigov, Venia Bedach, Nikif, Krishtelbaz Natulu.
Bradley, what are you doing here? I saw two odd-looking guys coming down. Seemed up to no good. What in the world is this?
An intruder!
Oh, shit!
Don't move!
Police! Don't move! I won't hesitate!
Bradley, get back!
Shoot.
Get back!
You asked for it! Charles, you shouldn't have seen this. Ah!
Get out of here.
Бля, жалко копы завалили конкретно. Прям. Нормально.
Light! At last.
Глава 5. Версайский институт. Как долго грузит-то?
He's having a seizure.
He will survive. A strong subject.
There, he's opening his eyes.
You saved him, Fuller.
I can't get up.
Don't move, Pierce. You can certainly say that you gave us a scare.
What did you do to me? Undo these straps!
Whoa! Go easy, my friend.
You were dead. He killed you.
Are you sure he's better?
He was dead. Me too, we were dead! What are you doing?
I'm sorry, my friend.
What? No! What happened to me?
Похоже,
Where am I?
Ты, блядь, теперь, блядь, вместо щупальца.
Mr. Sanders, you have to come with us.
No, please. I can't leave here.
You got no choice, Sanders, and neither do we.
If I go out, he'll see me. No! No!
You're leaving this cell.
Please. I don't want him to find me.
Блядь, что делать-то? Бля, это, конечно, не Кодзима, где с голой жопой пришлось от всадника удирать.
They tracked and hunted me, pursued me right into their dreams. They scrawled them all over their maps in the wake of my lonely wanderings. sea is dark enough to hide the color of my blood. No wind strong enough to scatter my dreams. When the last of them rises up, you will choose. I will not be here to bear witness to it, because you will have released me. But the earth will resound to your cries, or theirs. Awake and free me.
You there. Wake up. Come on, stand up. We don't have much time. Can you stand up?
Who are you?
A friend of Ethan Bradley. It was he who told me that you had been interned here.
Wait. Bradley is really alive? I don't understand. You filled me so full of drugs I can't distinguish dream from reality.
Please believe that I have nothing to do with these disgraceful treatments. Look, I don't have time to explain everything. I'm not really supposed to be here. And the same goes for you, according to Ethan. You must leave as soon as possible, and as unobtrusively as possible. I've brought you your clothes. Let me go ahead. We'll meet upstairs.
Wait a minute. I saw the nurses at work on a patient. It wouldn't be good for me to get caught.
You must avoid them at all costs. If someone found out that I released you from your room, I'd never find work in a hospital again.
So nice of you to worry about me like that.
Do not be unpleasant, Mr. Pierce. We must not stay here. There are 2 men standing guard near the stairs. It's the only way to the floor above. I shall try to distract them, and get at least one to come with me. All you need to do is to follow me as soon as the way is free.
Understood.
Не густо у меня полут, конечно. Ну, пойдем, что делать. Да не, надо все закрыто.
Dr. Holden, I would like to say that I'm surprised to see you, but we all know that your curiosity will be your ruin.
I don't understand. These people need care. You keep them in this terrible place as if...
Go back upstairs where your patients are waiting for you to treat them. As for you, gentlemen, do not disappoint me anymore. No one enters or leaves.
Yes, Doctor.
Damn it. I'll have to find a way of getting rid of those 2 myself.
I told you not to let her come down. I know. Do it again.
Бля, как пройти-то?
The machine is working again, but the control wheels haven't been put back on.
I was just going to the storage room. I can bring them to you.
No, Dr. Fuller doesn't want us touching the pressure valves.
As you want. I'm gonna see if there are sleeping pills left. They've run out again upstairs.
Put a few aside for me, will you? Above all, leave the wheels where they are.
Вроде съебали, попробуем сюда.
The green gas leaves from here, and it runs through the whole building.
Зеленый газ. Встань, ладно, что тут? Записка. Доктор Фуллер. Вот тут хорошая идея взорвать все нахуй.
This valve controls the pressure. It's impossible to break this chain with my bare hands.
Это можно покрутить? Заебись. По-моему, она упала нахуй.
The control wheel is missing.
Надо искать колесо. Так, что есть? Ничего нету. Нет, наоборот. В красный максимум, второй тоже надо максимум ебать. Ага. Так, оттуда мы пришли.
Perfect.
Так, что тут есть?
Have I activated anything?
Я что-то активировал, говорит. Ха.
It's locked.
Заперто, хуй с ним. Типа можно спрятаться, ну-ка, открывай давай. А, блядь, типа газ штырит.
It's impossible to break this chain with my bare hands.
Получится, погоди. Ну-ка.
This lever must turn on the gas machine. There's nothing happening.
Хуйня, чё? Ключ.
Control wheel is missing.
Так, здесь фул.
It's locked.
Да я хер его знает. колесо взять? Ну, вон, найдем. Капельница. А что внизу, непонятно. Записка.
It's locked.
Где, блядь, это кладовая осталось понять.
He'll find me. He can see me.
Let's calm down, please. Pain is just information, dear Francis. Invaluable information for my research.
Kill me. Kill me.
What?
If you don't kill me, he will.
My poor friend, I fear your mind is lost forever.
Регистрация.
You. Yeah, you there. Come here. I don't know what you're doing there, but you don't seem to be friends with the nurses.
What do you want?
Sleep. That's all.
Sleep? You don't want to leave?
No. Have you seen the storm that's brewing? I'm fine here. Except for one problem.
You want sleeping pills, right?
Yeah. And in exchange, I can make noise. Lots of noise.
You'll draw the guards to your cell to allow me to escape.
So, you in? Find something to make me sleep, and I'll take care of the guards for you.
I'll find you some pills.
Go look in the storage room. There must be sleeping pills there.
Найти бы еще колдовой, вообще охеренно было бы.
Locked.
Там есть тут? Вот там петушара ходит.
Perfect.
Давай искать, что тут у нас есть. Так, это что? Что мигает у нас?
With these chains on your wrist, you can't escape.
Ну ты прям, блядь, капитан очевидность.
Who's there? Is there anybody around here? I saw something over there.
я понял. Все нахуй в колдовая, хуй пойми где, ладно, тут открытый оставим. Так, это, блять, администрация какая-то. Это вот охрана, от которой надо съебать, видимо.
If I don't get out of here, I'll end up like him.
Так, отсюда меня она вывела, я понял. Я шел. Тут она мне сказала, иди нахрен, охранники справа, здесь ничего нету. Закрыть нахуй эту дверь.
Good God. What could this machine be used for? This machine seems to consume a great deal of electricity. I can still increase the load. It's done. Now for the others. Worse and worse. Vats of rotten flesh? An elaborate electrical system? Like a dumb pulp novel. What will happen if I increase the current to the limit? I can still increase the load. Is there a connection between this corpse and the machine? The corpse is complete. Whose are these limbs? What is going on here? What's the connection between this meat and the electrical installation? I can still increase the load. I can still increase the load. I can still increase the load. It's an ammeter. I didn't expect to see one on this little rock. Zoology, esotericism, mineralogy, and Sarah Hawkins. She was a patient here. Dementia? Self-inflicted wounds? Anatomy, anthropology, nothing surprising. Theoretically, I've only got one lever to push.
One, two, three, four, 5, 6. No, not 6. 4, 5. Just a few days to go.
What is welling up inside me? I feel it in my head and in my body. He roars and swells and has strength of oceans. His waves rise and crash, leaving behind them only a trail of white, nourishing foam. He is my master.
If I walk, I
He alters me.
Don't let me sleep. He does not catch me. If he does not catch me, I do not sleep. If I do not sleep, I do not see him. I do not hear him. He does not come. If I walk, I do not stop. If I do not stop, I catch him. If I catch him, I sleep.
Exactly what I need. Where do they keep their sleeping pills? Scopolamine, morphine, opium? Nothing but common drugs. My new friend's sleeping pills. It's locked. I've got what you want.
Show me!
There. And remember, they don't come for free.
Don't you worry, you'll have your diversion. Go on now, go hide yourself. The crows! They're everywhere! Make them go away! Help! Help!
I could use this control wheel to turn the valve I saw. Now for the next step. There's nothing happening.
Пойдем дальше. Два ключа от нихуя нам досталось, называется. Хиллера тут больше нету, блядь. Я понял. Блять, ну хоть что-то же должно быть, ну что за дичь-то?
What carnage. All the levers are activated.
Бля, странно, что колесо-то я так и не нашел-то.
That should draw the attention of the guards. I should hide.
What's going on? Is there somebody... Gotta let Fuller...
Hey!
Doctor, is that you?
Don't you worry about the doctor. Right now, he'll have plenty to keep him busy with his precious machine. It gives us time to get away. I'll undo you.
Get away? Get away where? I can't go anywhere. It'll find me, like it found me here. You're mistaken about the beast. Don't stay with me, or you'll end up the same way.
You're Sanders, aren't you? I heard you from my cell. What did they do to you? What does Fuller want with you?
The doctor? You think it's the doctor who scares me? Well, the doctor wants to heal me. But he's the one who's crazy. He wants to restore my sight. He wants to give me back my eyes. And yet I told him that I didn't want them. I do not want to see it anymore. The real culprit is Sarah. Her and her accursed paintings.
You're kidding me. You're talking about Sarah Hawkins.
The one and only. The legendary. There is no artist more enlightened or cursed than Sarah Hawkins.
In her office, I saw signs of a ritual, perhaps an invocation. These things, that's what makes you say she's cursed.
You're wrong. It was not an invocation, but a revocation. But she failed. And that's what counts.
What's going on this island?
I'm so sorry. We should never have met.
What are you talking about?
Destiny! It has trapped you. No, don't let it see you, or you won't be able to escape it. Don't look at it. That's how it finds you.
What finds me?
Sarah Hawkins' visitor? The Shambler?
Sanders, pull yourself together.
Without her, it's no longer possible to save me.
No! Sanders! What the hell? I gotta... This is insane. What killed him? Damn! The gas!
Не сбежал.
Oh, my head.
Later. We need to move on.
Who goes there? That nightmare again. I need a drink.
Да ёпта.
Who knows what he could do?
You're awake, Mr. Pierce. How do you feel?
How's our fugitive? Dr. Fuller hasn't reported your disappearance to the force, but that'll come soon.
Bradley?
Who else would it be?
Mr. Pierce, are you all right? You look like you saw a ghost.
There are things I can't explain.
Tell us. What happened?
What I'm sure of now is that the Hawkins case isn't just an accident.
And what brings you to that conclusion?
The fact that Charles Hawkins survived the fire.
I don't understand. Mr. Hawkins was buried.
That's what he would have you believe.
I have a hard time believing you.
You were there, Bradley. You even opened fire on him.
I'd remember that.
Why would he fake his own death? Do you think he covered up his wife's murder?
That's possible.
It seems hard to swallow. Don't you have anything more concrete, Pierce?
Means you two know each other pretty well.
It's a tiny island. Everyone knows everyone. Especially since I'm a police officer and Marie's a doctor.
The chemistry is obvious.
I do seem a little bit stupid, don't I? Anyway, let's get back to the business at hand.
Bradley, what do you remember?
I don't understand your question.
The night we went into the Hawkins mansion. You don't seem to remember the tunnels and what occurred there.
No memory of going down any tunnel. No, we were in the manor, then,
Then what?
The rest is quite blurry. I don't recall how I came back home.
And then?
I went to visit you at the hospital and called on Marie's help to get you released.
And you don't remember the events of the tunnel?
I don't. Let's talk about something else.
I met a Francis Sanders. Do you know him?
Of course, he's a patient. Or was. I haven't seen him since Dr. Fuller had him transferred to the basement.
He knew Sarah Hawkins, and that's what killed him.
What? How did he die?
I'm not sure I can explain it.
Tell me how Mr. Sanders died.
I didn't see what, but something was there, with us.
Of what do you speak?
Sanders said it was Sarah Hawkins' visitor. He spoke of it like a living being.
Sarah Hawkins? Have I missed something here? This makes no sense. I don't see how it can help crack the Hawkins case.
You really think she's involved? How could she have murdered Mr. Sanders?
Francis Sanders mentioned Mrs. Hawkins just before dying. It's no coincidence.
You know, Francis Sanders was a well-known art collector. I guess you can still pay a visit to his wife, Irene Sanders.
An art collector, you say? That's probably how they met.
If you plan on having dinner at the Sanders household, please spare the widow the tale of her late husband's suffering.
I don't agree. She deserves the truth.
But that truth may be biased. We don't know the bottom of it.
He's right. We can't ignore the truth.
But it could drive her mad.
Better madness than ignorance. Very well. I'll go to see Francis's widow. Perhaps I'll find a link between her husband's death and Sarah Hawkins.
Don't end up in the hospital this time.
I'll do my best.
Let us go now and learn the truth about what's happening.
The other night's events are still confused in my head.
What can I do for you, sir?
Mrs. Sanders, I'm a private detective. We must talk about your husband and his ties to Sarah Hawkins. Can I come in?
You may. However, before we go any further, please know that my husband died yesterday.
That is precisely what brings me here.
Well, well, look who's here. You know each other.
Our paths crossed, briefly. The brave detective has a talent for sticking his nose into my business.
I bump into her every time I'm investigating someone's death.
It's a small island, Detective. My island. It's better that it's you bumping into me.
You're investigating Francis' death. Why? Who hired you?
I spoke to Francis before he died. His story suggests a link to a case I'm working on.
Well, since this business has got nothing to do with me, I'll be in your husband's office, Irene. We'll carry on later.
Very well, Miss Baker. This way, Mr. Pierce. And do make yourself comfortable. It would seem that you have much to tell me. May I inquire as to when you had the opportunity to talk to my husband?
Yesterday. I met him at the hospital. He spoke to me about Sarah Hawkins.
Oh, of course he spoke to you about her. That's all he talked about. Sarah Hawkins and her paintings. Please forgive my tone. The fact is that I have not been allowed to see him since he was interned. You, on the other hand, a perfect stranger, were able to see him and even talk with him the day he died. How was he? Were you present when he had this attack? What happened?
I expected to find you more grief-stricken than this by the death of your husband.
I do not like the tone of your allusion, sir. I had long months to weep every tear in my body, and to accept, if not my fate, at least that of my husband. And so I'm sorry to disappoint you if you're expecting more hysteria and grieving widow in my voice. Rest assured, however, my anger is real. I need to understand. How could this happen? In a reputed institute? And right before your eyes. Did you not do anything to help him?
Mrs. Sanders, I understand your grief, and I extend my deepest condolences to you. But I had nothing to do with the death of your husband. I've just arrived on Darkwater. I'm investigating the death of the Hawkins family.
The death of the Hawkins family? You mean it was not an accident? This accursed island knows only tragedy after tragedy. You too would be advised to flee it like the plague. Oh, I'm tired, Mr. Pierce. I would be grateful if you could tell me what you expect of me, and then leave.
Did your husband talk to you about Sarah Hawkins' visitor? A shambler, to use his precise terms.
Well, you can imagine that's all he talked about. It's exhibited at the center of the gallery. No better place for the painting that endowed him with the privilege of such a shameful and miserable end to his life.
Hold on. The Shambler is a painting by Sarah Hawkins.
Who else to paint such horrors? Take a look for yourself, if you feel so inclined.
It is my only lead at this stage. I suppose I have nothing to lose.
Then you have paid no heed. For my part, I refuse to set foot in that gallery again. But if you're so eager to see it...
Thank you, Mrs. Sanders. I won't be long. The day the Shambler came into the Sanders' lives. Did she really care for him after all? Frances Sanders and Sarah Hawkins were close. Friends, even? A house of artists. A house of artists. Xander's accession register. He wrote beside the Shambler, "Finally." What did Sarah Hawkins fear so much that she didn't want to sell the painting? A house of artists. A house of artists. He finally won. Was Sanders aware of his imminent doom? She first refused to sell the painting. How did that make her feel? She despises Sarah Hawkins, but it's the painting she truly hates. Why? The Shambler. I need to see it. Let's see what this cylinder has to say once it's inserted in a phonograph. I could use one of those. A strange Amerindian pendant. An old diary. Strange. For months, Sarah Hawkins refused to part with her painting, to finally give it away for nothing.
That's twice you've stepped on my toes, Detective. Try not to make a habit of it.
I've got a lot of bad habits.
Some can be more fatal than others. What have you come looking for in this gallery?
I have a well-off client in Boston who heard about the death of Francis Sanders and wanted me to size up his estate before making an offer to his widow.
Nice story. Bad lie. Learn how to dupe, Detective. But as long as you keep out of my way, you're free to carry on with your visit.
And you? What brings you to the Sanders home?
I'm here on business. Irene asked me to liquidate all these paintings. She doesn't intend to hang around here for long.
Why you?
Believe it or not, there aren't many collectors on Darkwater. It needs someone with a network and a means of transport to the mainland. A choice that comes down to Fitzroy and me. And I'm far more pleasant, wouldn't you say?
These artifacts date from pre-Columbian times. The man transformed an entire wing of his manor into an art gallery. What the hell was that? What the hell was that? I can't even touch it. What the hell was that? What the hell was that? Damn. Did it hear that? Maybe I can use this dagger. What the hell was that? Damn. Did it hear that? Maybe I can use this dagger. I can't even touch it. Oh, God. Ah! What the hell was that? Maybe I can use this dagger. What the hell was that? Maybe I can use this dagger. What the hell was that? Damn. Maybe I can use this dagger. Damn it! This dagger didn't work. What the hell was that? Damn. Maybe I can use this dagger. Damn it! This dagger didn't work. What the hell was that? Damn. Did it hear that? What the hell was that? That thing.